Alright YouTubers, welcome back to World of Warships with the Angry Nerd. And today I thought we would take a sneak peek at the Pan-European Tier 10 Premium Destroyer, the Småland. Now this ship is still currently a work in progress. All stats and statistics will probably change before it hits the live server. So yeah, the Småland, this is a Swedish ship along with its Tier 10 counterpart, the Holland. They are very similar. This is the Holland here, and this is the Småland here. Man, they look really close. There are some small differences. We'll go over those. So yeah, work in progress. My uneducated and unskilled opinion of the Småland is that this is a very good hybrid between a gunboat and a torpedo boat. It's not the best at either role, but it does perform each task well. Some distinctive features of the Pan-European destroyer line is that they don't get any smoke, similar to the French, but the French are much faster ships than these are. They do get very fast torpedoes, which do considerably less damage, so there's a trade-off there as well. These are not the speediest DDs afloat, so you might want to keep that speed boost in reserve when you get into trouble, since you don't have any smoke. So the premium Småland differs from its Tier 10 mainline counterpart, the Holland, in that the Småland gets shorter range and slower torps. The Holland's torps are 15 kilometers and run at 86 knots. The Småland's torps are 12 kilometers, run at 76 knots, and it gets 2 fewer of them. It has a 5-tube launcher and a 3-tube launcher compared to the Holland's 2 5-tube launchers. It also gets slightly worse detection at 6.2 compared to the Holland's 6.0. So you're thinking, why would I want to buy the Småland over the Holland? It doesn't sound as good. Well, it might not be in some aspects. But what the Småland gets that the Holland does not get is radar instead of defensive AA fire. Now, it's not the greatest radar. It only lasts for 15 seconds. And it has a range of 7.5 kilometers. But it is radar, and that can be very, very helpful. Now we're going to take a quick look at its modifications, its upgrades, its ammunition and consumables, and the ship's captain, as all these will affect the stats to come. Here we go. This is a premium ship, so it does come fully modified. You don't have to worry about grinding the modifications out. Ammunition and consumables: HE, AP, and torpedoes. Just mentioning that because we know the Friesland does not have torpedoes, but it does get smoke. Consumables: slot number 1, damage control party; slot number 2, engine boost; slot number 3, repair party; and slot number 4, surveillance radar. Upgrades: these are the ones that I chose. Might not be the best, but main armaments modification is what I took for slot 1. Slot 2, damage control system modification. Slot 3, I took aiming system. Slot 4, I took propulsion. Slot 5, I took concealment. And slot 6, I took main battery modification to try to reduce my reload, but you could also take torpedo tube modification to reduce the reload of your torpedo tubes, but 50% more chance of them getting knocked out. Or you could increase the range of your main battery by 16% with a gun fire control system. Exterior camouflage. This is the Type 20 Småland camouflage. These are the signals that I have mounted. I do have Sierra mic, so when we get over to the stats, remember that's plus 5% to the ship's maximum speed. Flags, we're flying the community contributor flag, and for the naval flags, I have the flag of Sweden mounted, but you could also do the flag of Europe. For the captain, I have a 19-point captain on this ship, and this is how I have those points distributed. Tier 1 skill, I took priority target, and these are in no particular order. Tier 2, I took last stand. I take those on all my destroyers. I took 4 Tier 3 skills. Survivability expert, yes, my recommendation. Torpedo armament expertise, basic firing training, and demolition expert. And for my Tier 4 skill, concealment expert. So, as the ship sits right now, these are the stats. Concealment, detectability by sea, 6.2 kilometers, and by air, 2.8 kilometers. Maneuverability, maximum speed, 36.8 knots. That's with Sierra mic now. 660 meter turning circle radius, and a rudder shift of 4.3 seconds. It has an AA score of 87. It has 6 times 1 40 millimeters, 1 times 2 57 millimeters, and the 2 times 2 120 millimeters. Torpedoes, you get 1 times 3 533 millimeter, 1 times 5 533 millimeter. They fire out to 12 kilometers at a speed of 76 knots. Artillery, you get 2 times 2 120 millimeter as the main armament. The reload time is 1.4 seconds. The turret traverse is 8.3 seconds. The maximum dispersion is 87 meters. The maximum HE shell damage is 1,750. The maximum AP shell damage is 2,100. They fire out to a range of 10.4 kilometers as it sits right now. Survivability, 22,700 with survivability expert. And this is what the ship's armor looks like. You got pretty much 19 millimeters everywhere on the hull and 13 on the superstructure. So yeah, this is the Småland, the work in progress Pan-European Tier 10 premium destroyer. Why don't we see it in battle? Here we go. All right, let's take a look at these other destroyers. Kagero, another Kagero, Udaloy, Gearing. There's some links there, but Tashkent, Akatsuki, and a Kiev. So we're looking in pretty good shape, I think. One carrier we got to watch out for.
Hands to action station.
Our AA defense is good, but not great. If they really want to strike you, they will strike you. They just are going to lose a couple of planes in the process, but they will strike you and it will hurt. We're going to head over and see if we can scout out the sea cap. But I don't want it. Here's some aircraft. Let's see how this AA works. And we don't have defensive AA fire. But we did sector reinforce. And a couple of more ships participating, but hey, we got four of those. Now we're running at 35, 36, 36.6 knots. So, yeah, we are not super fast. Hold on to that speed boost in case I need to get out of some trouble. Enemy is capping. I'm going to drop some torpedoes to where I think I would be. So there was 5 torpedoes in that first launch from the center to between the smoke stacks, and 3 torpedoes from the second, which was the tubes behind. There's some enemy torps. Detected. Oh, Uloy. Oh, he's got first shot on me. Alright, let's turn the favor. The buzzsaw. Oh, he's smoking up, but got radar. Oh, torpedoes! And my engine got knocked out. Somebody else is firing at me. This is not a straight up one-on-one fight here. Kagero was also shooting at me. See him on the mini-map. I'm gonna keep pushing here.
Direct front.
All right. There's the other turret around. Here we go. Got him.
We've sunk an Allied battleship.
So that must be the Kagero smoke screen between the 2 islands there. Got some torpedoes heading into that smoke from that direction over there. There's the Iowa. We'll just throw torpedoes out in that general direction. Could get lucky on the Iowa or possibly the Kagero if he's pulled out of the smoke screen to the other side there. So
Engine boost deactivated.
We'll be reloaded again in about 120 seconds. Oh, yeah, there's the Kagero. So he got chunked up, I guess, from the Adkatsuki and Hindenburg, who I'm glad was covering my back. Otherwise, he would have been able just to concentrate his fire on me, and that gunfight might have turned out completely different. The Iowa is within torpedo range. We got 10 seconds left. So I think I'm going to give him another shot with some torpedoes. We're detected. It's the Kagero. These torpedoes off. Alright. Now let's worry about the Kagero. This is not good for him. Alright.
We've sunk an Allied battleship.
I don't know that Iowa is going to make it till my torpedoes get there. He did not. He did not make it. Comes some more aircraft from the Lexington. Sector reinforcement. Go ahead and pop speed boost.
Engine boost activated.
And start turning. Here comes his attack. Woo! That was lucky. And he lost what, like 8 aircraft during that attack? But he did get his bombs away, just lucky they missed. We got an enemy destroyer down there after our aircraft carrier. And I think I'm the closest one to be able to go down there and help. Yep. It's the gearing. We've got the points lead. We've got 2 caps. So I could go cap B, but instead I'm going to come down and help out the aircraft carrier. Hopefully. He's damaging the gearing up pretty good by himself, but I'm sure the gearing's within torpedo range.
Engine boost.
Oh, he's feeling kind of bad right about now. There he goes.
We've sunk an Allied aircraft carrier.
The aircraft carrier may have gotten him, but he could have gotten the carrier too. He's got 5,100 left, so that would have been close. Glad I took him out. All right. Now, let's talk about this B cap. Really not going anywhere fast in this ship if you don't have speed boost active. So if you've used it and you get into trouble, man, it's hard to, if you get too close and get radared in this ship, it is so hard to get away.
We're winning. Try not to do anything stupid. Torpedoes to port.
So I need to keep an eye out on where that Des Moines is. Smolensk there. Ooh. 'Ooh. 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 ' Oh, man, they puttered out right before they got him. And he is smoking up. Let's turn in toward him. Because I'm in the cap. Somebody else just used radar on him. I was gonna get a little better angle and torp him, but you know what? He'll be dead before the torps get there, so we're going to guns.
Battleship sighted. We've sunk an Allied cruiser.
Oh. Got him. Oh, damn it. Came out of the cap circle. By instinct, when I start engaging something out in the open, I went to full throttle. Or I stayed at full throttle. And then I forgot and let myself get out of the cap circle. But you know what? We're going to have the Puerto Rico and the Alsace in here, so I'm going to go ahead and pull on out. I screwed it up. Should have stayed in, but it's a Conqueror. We're going to use our speed boost. See if we can come over here and torp this Conqueror. Nobody likes Conquerors. I'll be the hero if I torp this Conqueror. But he could take all 8 of my torps and probably wouldn't kill him. These are some squishy torps. It's an Iowa.
We're winning. Try not to do anything stupid.
Iowa's at least coming this way. The Iowa's turning. Alright, so we're lined on the Conqueror. The Iowa is also coming in front of him, so I'm going to get somebody. It's 2 of them. I'm going to make contact with at least one. And it's looking like it's going to be the Iowa. Oh, he's turning. He's like, oh crap. But he's lucky. Let's finish him off with guns. We got some torp hits on the Conqueror too. We're going to be able to finish this guy with guns. Oh, the game ended. Man, I thought I was getting ready to get the Kraken. Dang it. Oh well. 384,000 credits, 5,775 XP with 318 free XP, 74,000 damage, 72 target hits, 6 torpedo hits, 12 aircraft shot down, 4 incapacitations, 4 ships destroyed, 3 fires, 1 flooding, and spotted 3 ships. Not bad. If you look at the team score, 3rd place in the team. And almost Puerto Rico had more planes. 10,000 on the Utiloi, 3,000 on the Gearing, 3,000 on the Kagero, 1,000 on the Småland. Ninja that kill. 35 on the Conqueror. And 19 on the Iowa with 12 planes shot down. That's not too bad. So the Småland, she is a pretty decent ship as she sits right now. She has a decent range on her torpedoes, even though they don't hit very hard. They are fast, and her guns are pretty good. She's not always going to be the best gunfighter, but she can hang in there pretty well. And her radar can be very useful. Now, I didn't get the best use out of it in this game because I was dodging some torps there for a minute and couldn't continue firing with both turrets. But, yep, it's kind of quick, 15 seconds, but that can give you the advantage when you're in a smokescreen fight. Now, for all of you that may have noticed, I did not have Survivability Expert selected for this actual gameplay, but as you can see with the previous intro, I have gone back and changed it. So thank you so much for the suggestion. I have found it useful, and I'll probably be using it a lot more. If you've liked this look at the Småland, hit that like button. If you didn't, don't subscribe if you would. But as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Nerd out.